There's this TikToker who claims he had a vision that the earth is going to flood on December 25th.
On my knees, I beg you, don't let this too pass. Please, I said 25th December is going to rain. It's going to rain heavily. And we are going to stay in this boat for 3 years.
And I already made a video kind of talking about the basics of this thing, but now the situation's getting a bit more wacky. This video got posted. Someone said, Ebo Noah, be fast. The floods are starting, people. And here is actually a bunch of people migrating towards the Ebo Noah boats. Countless people heading toward Noah's Arks. So people are buying into this man using religion to incite fear into people, and I guess profit personally. I don't know what his motives are. It's working. People are buying it. Even though the religion that he is using for this prophecy directly says that the earth will never flood again, people are still buying it. Because as I'm sure you're aware by now, people are pretty dumb. If they see something on TikTok or Facebook or Instagram, most of them are going to believe it. They're not going to use critical thinking skills. People don't have that anymore. It's a lost art. But someone actually went and ventured out to these arcs and kind of exposed the operation. This was posted 3 days ago by Gakum01. They went to the arcs to explore them and see what's going on. And just to give you some background, if you didn't watch my first video on this, these arcs, he's building like over 10 of them. I don't know the exact number, but they're supposed to hold like 7 million people, I think. It was in the millions. He said these arcs will be able to hold millions of people.
This is where he came to climb and said he's building.
Go up.
So let me climb up and
But these
see
two
what's
guys here are
inside.
kind of exposing
Guys.
Noah, Ebo Noah for the fraud he really
Wow.
is.
So this is it.
It's completely unfinished.
See, actually, 25th, you know.
So they posted this on the 12th. So on, what is that? Hold on, let me do some simple math. Let me count on my fingers. Maybe I need my toes for this. Oh God. Should have paid attention in kindergarten. So 13 days, under 2 weeks, and that arc isn't done. This arc, the one that's like painted, it's painted, but it's not finished.
Guys, so I've come to where Ebo Noah said he's building the ark, and this is the exact ark that he said he's building. And this is not an ark, it's a boat. It's a fishing boat. Yeah, it's a fishing boat. And so if in case the rain starts, how are we going to survive in this?
Yeah. They make a great point. That is a fishing boat. That is not an ark. How are you supposed to survive in that? How are they supposed to keep animals in that? How is he supposed to keep the human race and animal races alive when the earth floods? If that's what he actually believes is going to happen. Because those boats are not going to sustain people for more than like a week or two. And they just look very uncomfortable, very unfinished, and not like just like these guys said, not arcs. And while looking into this situation, I guess once I started watching the videos, oh shoot, I almost threw up. TikTok decided that I should see everything about this situation. So I started seeing these stupid AI videos that people are making about it. Okay, go back to the start, man. God, TikTok's so stupid.
Please open the ark. My children are freezing.
Ebo Noah locking them out. Pushing them out the door. I like how on the AI thing it says Ebo Nai's Arb, and they're getting shoved out. That's terrible, man. The Ghanaian TikToker that's creating the Noah's Ark 2.0. God, how did that situation turn into this? How did it turn into AI videos about it? It's insane. And if you go to his TikTok page, he has amassed quite the following. I think the last time we looked at him, he only had a couple hundred thousand followers, if I'm not mistaken. So he's getting like a shit ton of attention, a shit ton of recognition, millions and millions of views on every video. And I'll re-show you some of the videos here, just in case, like I said, you didn't catch the last video. Somehow, I still don't understand who's sponsoring this, or if he's like a secret oil tycoon or something that just has buku amounts of money to afford this amount of lumber. And I also don't know what the end goal is with these arcs once December 25th rolls around. Like, he's been posting like day 2, day 3 of him fasting and praying and stuff.
Father, save your people. Have mercy on us. Have mercy. Have mercy. Have mercy.
So basically, all the videos he's doing, they're very similar.
Yes.
It's just him like preaching and talking to people about this.
I have not asked anybody to sell his or her property. I have not asked anybody to resign from work.
But at least he's not telling people to go overboard like with the rapture talk stuff. He's fear-mongering, but telling you at the same time, hey, the world's going to end, probably, most likely. I had a vision about the world flooding on December 25th, but don't quit your job to come to my ark to get a spot to save yourself and your family. Don't worry about it. But I didn't tell you to do that. But yeah, the world's going to end and you're screwed on December 25th. On Christmas, instead of opening those presents, instead of waking up to rip into those gifts, spend time with your family, yeah, you're going to be drowned. You're going to be a bloated, floating corpse. But it's just crazy to me that people are treating this man like he is like a literal messiah. It shows you just how little it takes to get a following around you of people that believe every word and hang on to every sentence that comes out of your mouth. Like, it cannot be more clear. The Bible says that even like the rainbow in the sky is God's promise to never flood the earth again. But then the same people who believe that religion believe this man saying that he had a vision about the world flooding on December 25th. And he has made countless videos about this situation, showing off the arks, telling stories, relating stuff to the Bible, fasting and praying. This video right here gives you a good view of like work on the arks. People are in the comments telling him, please fix socket inside so we can charge our phones. This time around, please don't put mosquitoes. That would be really nice if you didn't put mosquitoes in there. Be really cool. I'm not gonna be able to make it to Ghana to, you know, get a spot on the ark, but everyone else, I hope it goes good for you. Hope you got some TVs in there, got some good amount of food, comfy chairs, comfy beds, plenty of space. I'm sure it's not gonna be crammed in there with millions of people that he says can fit on these things. And I think it's funny too. I've seen this post from apparently it's from the Nation's Gossiper podcast, where they interviewed him and he was quoted as saying, "I only said 25th December. I didn't mention any year." So that's a great way to incite confidence into your brainwashed followers, to tell them, hey, you know, I don't even really know if it's going to happen this December 25th or next December 25th or the one after that, or like maybe 1,000 December 25th from now. I don't really know. December 25th is the day. I didn't really get a year. It's exactly like the rapture talk stuff, saying like, oh, it's actually because Jesus used the Julian calendar. That's why the rapture is going to happen like a week or two later now. Guess what? Spoiler alert, we're still here. Rapture didn't happen. Flood's not going to happen either. Sorry if you were getting your hopes up. Sorry if you wanted to try to find a mermaid lady once the earth floods, if you think that's going to happen. Hate to burst your bubble, but I do find this very funny that he said that, and that honestly makes me believe that he didn't expect to get this much recognition for this, because he's like, oh God, dear God, I have millions of people actually believing me and keeping up to date with my progress on these arcs. I was just doing this for fun, and now people are actually believing me and showing up to my arc and coming in flocks. And even if like 1,000 people show up, I don't think he's gonna have enough space on these boats. Each one look like they can hold at an uncomfortable capacity, like 100 people. And he's only made, to my knowledge, like 10 of them. This is like the false prophet number 3042. And that's just in the recorded time of human history. I'm sure before that, there were many others. TikTok just makes it much easier for people to get stupid people to believe what they're saying. But anyways, I thought that would just be a fun little update to show you what's been going on with the arcs since the last time I made my video. I don't know what the true purpose of this is. I don't know if he's actually making these arcs because of his vision, and I'm curious as to what he's going to do with them after the flood doesn't happen. Like, is he going to try to sell them? Is he just going to keep them as a fleet? Maybe if he needs a pirate fleet one day, start, you know, his own One Piece adventure. I don't know. He has countless spin-off possibilities. I'm sure he will make another prophecy after this one fails to keep people watching. But other than that, man, I'll catch you in the next one.